Hello everyone, it's Rebecca here, and today I'm sharing with you all of the books I'm currently in the middle of reading. So normally I like to try and have maybe like 2 actual books in the go and an audiobook, but this is getting out of hand. I now have 7 books that I'm currently in the middle of reading. Some of them I haven't even picked up in like over a year. In fact, at least one of them I haven't picked up in like a year. So without further ado, let's get into them. This one I have here, I've had on my channel for so long and on my Instagram for so long. If you scroll right way down to like 2015, I want to say, that was when I started Under the Dome by Stephen King. So this book comes in at a mammoth 870 pages and I am on page 632. So I'm further than like, you know, like normally people would give these things up at like 100 pages, but I persevered, I really enjoyed it, and then just put it down one day and wasn't really that bothered about picking it back up. For those of you that don't know, Under the Dome follows this kind of world, this society that has it, basically it's a city that's encased by a dome, hence Under the Dome. Yeah, it's been encased by a dome and it's all about this society inside it and how they're coping with the fact that they're sealed off from the rest of the world. Nobody knows how it got there, nobody knows what's controlling it, who decided it would get there kind of thing, but it's this invisible barrier. Is it invisible? I don't know, I can't really remember if it is invisible or not. Someone will have to remind me in the comments down below. But basically planes crash into it, birds fly into it, people get, basically imagine the Simpsons movie, that kind of dome situation, but more political, essentially. I did get obviously 600 and something pages into it and then I put it down, but it was getting a little bit too political for my liking, to the point where I was actually screaming at the book going, why is this character in this situation when they seem to be the only one that knows what the hell is going on? But yes, I did really enjoy it. I don't know if I'm going to pick it back up again. I would like to potentially, but I might try and audiobook it, I don't know. Next one is something that was kindly sent me by a publisher, so thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jamie Lee at Tor. My mind went completely blank, but this is The Rune of Kings by Jen Lyons. This featured fairly recently, as in a couple of months ago, on my my channel in vlogs and stuff, and as well as on my bookstagram. This follows a prince who doesn't actually know he's a prince. Now he has to learn about the fact that he's a prince, whilst also having like it's a prophecy. Yeah, he's the descendant of an immoral prince. And he's part of an ancient prophecy that must be fulfilled, and it's about him trying to deal with that and going from having nothing to having all of this kind of like royaltiness about him. When I was reading this, I got 114 pages in, absolutely loving it, to the point where I was tabbing it quite a lot, as you can see, and it was giving me very much Robin Hood vibes. I really want to get back to this one at some point, but at the minute it's not on my radar, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, I might get back to it at some point in the near future, but let's be honest, all of these books are screaming my name right now. This one really should be taking priority, but hopefully I'll get to it in the near future. The next one I have is one that I got on a whim from Book Depository. I don't really use Book Depository anymore. I tend to just go and buy, impulse buy Waterstones and W.H. Smith and Amazon, because Amazon Prime is just spot on. That is The Giver by Lois Lowry. I'd heard about this, really thought the premise was really good, and I got 12 pages into it and I was like, I am so bored. So this is literally 200 pages long. I should have been able to pick it up and read it within like an afternoon maybe, but struggling to get those 12 pages read. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I have mentioned this before, I might put it down and pick it back up again, or restart it, but right now this is very much looking like I'm not going to continue reading it and I'm going to unhaul it, which is a shame. But a lot of people love this, so I might give it another go. I just don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now we're moving on to one of my audiobook choices, and that is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. This is actually the audiobook that I'm listening to is on Scribd, and I decided to listen to this randomly at work one day. This was one of the books that I was tempted to pick up a while ago and just never got around to, but this one follows Mia Covera, and she's 10 years old when she learns how to kill someone, I think. I'm not sure. But this starts with a line, something along the lines of like, when you die you shit yourself or something like that. I don't know. I can't really remember, but yes, listening to this on audiobook. I am on chapter 3, so it's only 26 pages in, but it is actually surprisingly captivating, considering usually at work I can only listen to things that I've read before. Never read this before, but it is quite intriguing, and I don't know, it's kind of urging me to pick it up in the physical format when I finish my current reads, the most recent current reads, which I'll show you in just a minute. The second audiobook that I'm listening to at work is George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones series, and it is book 3, A Storm of Swords, book 1, part 1, Steel and Snow. In America, this one isn't one of the ones that's split, I believe it's all one sort of book, but I am currently 90 pages into this one. Sansa's having lunch with the Tyrells, that's as far as I am. Possibly a little bit further, but but yeah, I am enjoying this one. Game of Thrones is one of those ones that I can listen to and let it drop a little bit and pick it back up again. The narrator has a very shrill voice, I believe. This is also on script, by the way. If I remember, I'll leave a link down below to my script where you can get a month free, and in return I will also get a month free, so you know, kind of handy because I'm listening to these too. But yeah, you don't have to, but it is down there if you want to have a go. You do get 30 days free trial as well. But anyway, not sponsored. Yeah, I am kind of enjoying this one. It's fairly easy to follow. It's not something that I would probably actually physically pick up because I really struggled with a Game of Thrones and ended up listening to A Clash of Kings on audiobook, which is how I enjoyed that so much and ended up with this one. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Seem to be enjoying it. I'm really starting to notice Sansa's character development, although she still is a whiny little teenager, but I am starting to notice more character growth and character development, and my heart is already aching for some characters that I know do not make it that far in this book. So, you know, it's giving me the feels. I'm on 3% battery, wish me luck. Next one I have here is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This one featured in a vlog recently where I went to a hotel and read about 50 pages of it. I'm currently on page 232, so I haven't even picked it up since that vlog, which is embarrassing. But this follows Adrian Bishop, who is part of like basically this really elaborate murder mystery. All he knows is that at 11 PM Evelyn Hardcastle will die. He doesn't know how, doesn't know why, doesn't know who does it. All he knows is that that's going to happen, and he has to try and figure out how it's going to happen. And once you figure that out, you then have to basically go and tell the Grand Master, the footman or something like that, and then essentially you're freed because he's trapped. It's really weird. It's a weird concept, and it sounded right up my alley. The twist in this, and it's not a spoiler because it is on the back of the book, the twist in this is that Adrian wakes up in a different person's body in the castle every single day. And once you finish the cycle, you then have to go through the cycle again. And so far where I'm up to, he's onto like the 3rd or 4th body and nothing is happening, and it's doing my head in. I'm just under halfway through the book, so it should be starting to pick up a little bit, but I'm just not enjoying it. This is a potential DNF, and I do think that from speaking to other people as well, this is most likely going to be a DNF because they don't like it and I kind of trust their opinions a lot. As of the moment, I'm still currently reading it. It's very put downable, but very easily to drop back into as well, so that's why it's still actively on my TBR. And the final book that I'm in the middle of at the time of filming this video is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. The reason I say at the time of this video is because I am currently 269 pages into this one, loving it and hoping to finish it, probably not this evening, there's quite a few pages left, but in the coming days. So Scythe follows a society, it's a utopian futuristic society where mortality does not exist, in terms of you can't die from diseases, you can't die from old age. If you do happen to die from something like a car accident or suicide, you are revived within sort of 3 days and brought back to life. The only way you can die is by being gleaned by a scythe. And this follows Citra and Rowan, who are Scythe's apprentices. And it's fairly interesting. At the minute it is really interesting, and they are training to be scythes, essentially. They're training to be killers. And they're not sure how they feel about that until they are then told that one is going to have to glean the other. And then it becomes more of a competition than before. I'm really enjoying this book. I'm on 1%, so I need to wrap this up. Really enjoying this. This will not stay a current read for much longer. And there we have it. These are the 7 books that I'm currently in the middle of. Let me know if you've seen any of your favourites in the comments down below. Perhaps convince me to pick them up sooner rather than later. Or on the other hand, if there's any that you don't like, also let me know in the comments down below. But I shall see you all soon with another video. Bye!